Hello everyone, today I'll be showing you how you can use John the Ripper, which is a password cracking tool. It is an open source password security and recovery tool which is available for many operating systems. It works on Linux, it also works on Mac OS, Windows, and other Unix-based systems. I usually get on my Linux, which I run on the VMware. So you can use it to break or crack passwords which are hashed with MD5, SHA-1, SHA-256 or other encryption technique. It uses dictionary attacks, brute force attacks, or you can also use the rainbow table attacks. So to use John, first you're going to see it is already installed in your system. Do that, run the John command. If you see something like this, it is already been installed. It is pre-installed in many Linux systems, so you can use apt install command to install it on your system. So what we can do is, first in order to crack the hash, you do need to know what kind of hash it is. So for that, I use hash ID, which is a tool you can find it on GitHub. You can search for hash ID GitHub and you will find the link hash identifier hash ID.py master. You can use the wget command to install it. I have already installed it on my desktop. Uh, the hash ID command, I can to Python 3, and now I can provide it the hash and tell you what kind of hash it is. So let's start with the first hash, which is stored in the file hash1.txt. Since we don't know what type of hash it is, John, we can't provide the type of hash that John will use, and it will take a lot longer to crack the hash. So it is a recommended phrase that you should use. You should use hash ID to know the type of hash it is. So it gave us the possible hashes MD5. Now we can successfully use John. So to use John, you have to write John. You have to give the type of format it is using, which I am using is now MD5. I've written wrong here as it is not salted. So what happens is salting is a technique which is used to increase the strength of encryption. You can read about it. It's a pretty interesting concept. Since I have converted it right now, I know it's not salted, so I am using the raw command to make it run a little quicker. So now I can use the word list, which is present at home desktop rocket.txt. I'm using the rocket.txt file. Uh, it is present in the user share word list directory in Linux, or you can also install it from GitHub by searching rocket.txt. I have already installed it on my desktop, so I won't be needing it to download. I'm needing it to be downloaded again. So this is a dictionary attack. Since I'm using a word list, what it do here, what it does it compares all the password which is present in the word list with the type of hash you have. It works quicker, and since there are a lot, I mean that there were billions of password present, it will crack your password. And running it, giving it the file that we want to crack it at the last, it showed me that no password hashes are left to crack. So now we can see the password that it has cracked by using the John show command. And now I have to provide it the format again, which was raw empty file, and then I have to give it the file name, which was hash1.txt. So now the password has been cracked, and now you do have the password, which is pass123. The thing is, it will not always be MD5, so you can try other types of things. Like I have another file which has the password encrypted in form of SHA-1. So I can use the John command again on this SHA-1.txt file. I can provide the format to it as raw SHA-1, the word list, and the file SHA-1.txt. It has granted again. I can use the John show command again, and I can provide it the format to be SHA-1. And voila, it has given me the password. It's password 123. So this is what you can do. You can break MT5, you can break SHA-1. There are many other things you can do. You can also break zip files using John the Ripper. So for me, it is a pretty important feature, as there are many zip files that you can't extract since they're encrypted. I have one which is the unlock.zip file. So to extract it, I need a password. Since I don't know it right now, I can't basically extract it. It will give me a wrong password message. So what I can do is I can use the zip to John command, which is also John the repo command. I can see the file name first. It's unlock.zip. So I have to use a zip to John command on this, which is unlock.zip. I need to save it in a new file. Let's name it new.txt. And now you can crack this new.txt file, see if it does. Yes, it does indeed store your zip file. So now you can use John on it without giving it a format. You can just give the word list directly, the new.txt file, and run it. And voila, it did give me the password. It's password. So now I think we can extract the file. Let's try it again. Extract here, and we can use password here, and it does work. It will give you the unzipped file, and you can read the contents now. You can also use John to break IDRSF files. So what they are their basis are, it is a private SSH key which is used for secure authentication in an SSH connection, which is a secure shell connection. It needs to be protected with a passphrase, but if you can crack it, obviously you can get the unauthorized access. So I can maybe change it to desktop. I can create the SSH key myself here for this demonstration. What you can do is you can use the keygen command, which is the SSH keygen command. I've already done this before. You can run this command. My bad. The SSH keygen command. It will create an IIDRSA file. Let me give it the password as pass12345. Pass12345, and now an IDRSF file is created. So what we can do is we can crack this IDRSF file in order to give us the key which we can use to get an unauthorized access to this communication, and then we can basically read the data that is being transferred between this communication. So what we can use is like zip to John. We can use SSH to John feature. We have to first see that the IDRSF file is created in a desktop. Yes, it is. This is the IDRSF file. You can use SSH to John. Maybe store it in a new file, maybe new2.txt. And now I can apply John again to this new2.txt file. Let's give it some time. And voila, it gave me the pass12345. Once I have the key, if it corresponds to a valid user on the server, we can log in without needing a password. So this was it for the dictionary tags. This is how you perform dictionary tags using John the Ripper. You can do the same. You can crack passwords using the brute force attacks. So it's pretty simple. You don't have to give it a word list now. It does take longer time since it tries to crack. It tries to find all the possible character combination until it finds the correct password. So it obviously takes a lot more time than the word list attack, but it will give you a password. It also needs more computing resources. So I think we can try to take uh, the format hash1 file again. We have to write incremental instead of the word list here. Then we can try to break it. No password hash is left to crack, and then we can use the John show command. MD5 hash1.txt. It will give me the pass123. There is another file I have created which we haven't explored yet, which was hash2.txt. We can also try it on hash2.txt. Why not? The format, the password is left to crack. John format. Let's see the password now. It was 123. This is how you can perform brute force attacks. You can also significantly reduce the time of the brute force attack if you know through your open source intelligence what kind of a password it is. Like if I know that the password only contains digits, then I can write John format incremental equal to, since I know it's all digits, I can use this. Uh, it's based on the information you know. If I know that it contains only the lowercase letter, I can use the lower command. Or if I know it contains the uppercase as well as the lowercase only, that's a simple password. I can use the alpha command. If I know that it can contain any kind of, I need a complete full force, you can leave it incremental or you can write all command. There is even a more advanced version of the repos where you can put your own rules. You can advance more advanced brute force patterns. For that, you have to use the rules command. You can basically make John prioritize common patterns that you will be providing before the tool attempts the full brute force. For that, you have to write John, provide your rule case that you have created. I have not created till now, so I will not be running that. And then you can give it the incremental command for the brute force and the file name. So I think that's it for John the Ripper. This is the basic working of John the Ripper. It's a pretty simple tool. It's pretty handy. I was able to crack some passwords using it in EcoCTF and some of my projects. It's a pretty handy tool. It's pretty simple to use. So yeah, thank you.